Welcome back to Etc. Podcast. I got my co-host Mark here.
What's
How
up,
y'all
what's
feeling
up?
today? How you feeling, Mark?
Pretty good. I woke up. I woke up pretty tired, but now I'm good.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm good. Another day. A little
Another
busy day
day.
today. We got a lot of recording to do.
Yeah.
A lot of things on the way. So I'm trying to, do what we got to do. What's new with you? What I miss? Serve any
New
Dover
with me?
souls?
Yeah. I sold a couple. Well, not me personally sold it, but I put it on the table.
Yep.
And I dressed the shit out of that joint.
Oh.
Put in that bra, whatever you want to call it.
You want me to dress
joint.
that, sir?
Yeah. And they look at me and they're like,
Look through their soul as you dress it.
And I'm like, I got you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Cheveria. Oh, wait. One of these, this is probably not going to work, but I'm just going to hit one. Yep,
That's it, and that's all.
there you go.
That's
That
it.
worked better than I thought it would. That's it, and that's all.
That's what I say before I leave.
After you dress the
I'm
fish.
like,
That's it, and that's all. Y'all need
Beckham Mayweather.
I was dressing the fish.
Oh man.
I was dressing the fish the best I could.
Oh man.
I love Mike. All right. Anyway, anything you want to fill me in on? Is there anything that I missed out on? I feel like
I said Mike Mayweather for Mike Tyson. What am I doing? Anyway, anything really has it?
a lot has gone on this week.
Yeah, a lot has. But with me personally, I'm not even really. Nothing really crazy happened. Just the week. I went mini golfing.
Okay. Mini
Saturday,
golfing.
and I went to Das Club.
Oh, I'm like, what? Where's that? I'm like, what are you talking
I
about?
went to Das Club.
Das Club.
Yeah, and that was fun. We didn't stay that long though. It was like maybe like an hour, but yeah, that was really about it. Besides that, nothing too crazy. Kind of typical week of just work and then chilling out on the days that I had off. Really,
That's good.
what has it been up with you?
Nothing. I just been again just at the house. It's been like
Mhm.
rainy and not really much going on. So
It's been kind of humid.
yeah, just do my usual, just my internship, ETC shit, and I eat food, and that's about it.
I like that last
And-
part. I
and
like
work
that
out.
last
I
part.
haven't had the Dover Souls yet. I apologize, but I saw. I think you went out to like watch the McGregor fight.
Yeah,
I didn't really
then
watch it. I just saw the aftermath on Twitter of like him sitting on the floor with his foot. Thoughts?
Yeah.
You saw it live.
I didn't technically see it live, but I was at
You saw-
Xfinity
you
Live.
watched it as it happened.
I watched that at Xfinity Live. Disappointing. Very disappointing. And what was crazy is that I had some faint feeling that it was just going to be something bad. Like, I don't know. It just didn't feel like the hype that it was like it was going to be something crazy. Like it was going to be some, 13-second knockout. I just felt it. I was like, something's going to bad happen.
I kind of feel like the UFC in general has been that way for like a little. Like they haven't been good with like hyping up fights.
Bro.
Like when was the last time you were really like, yo, like I want to watch this fight?
Yeah. And I don't even think it's really like, I just feel like it's so much, well, not really, but I don't know, the people that they put as the main fight just doesn't seem like,
They don't live up to
it
it.
doesn't live up to it. It's just like, I feel like it's every other card on the thing. Like it's just, and those be longer than the main
Yeah.
fight. Like I just don't get it. To sit there hours, I guess maybe hours, just to wait and then to just have a fight that's only like, maybe no longer than 5 to 10 minutes. And you're just like, all right, what was the point of being like?
Yeah. Anybody who generally likes watching those type of sports, you know that like the undercard is usually way more entertaining because they just be trying to make it.
Yeah, basically.
They have nothing to lose. They just trying to like get the win, but it's like they're not making that much money. They're trying to get to the level where they're the main event, so they get the real money. So they just be doing flips and tricks and like
they're trying to get to the main fight so they can only fight for 10 seconds.
yeah, they be going for crazy blood, just trying to like get
Bro,
hype around their name.
Matt be looking bloody
before
by
they
the main
before
fight.
they even get to the main fight. That shit dirty as
Main
hell.
fight, yo, it's like damn. But yeah, it was just disappointing. As soon as I saw my man's get on the floor, I was like,
Did you see the
Yikes.
slow mo of that ankle?
I kind of did, but didn't. I was like, I was already gone. I left. As soon as I saw the man call, I was like, I was out. Bro, I was already gone. We were already through the door. But yeah. So like as I was leaving, though, I kind of was looking at the TVs outside, kind of like watching as I'm walking away, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, if you go, I saw it on Twitter because like I like fell asleep, woke up at like 2, and I was like, oh, like yeah, that fight was on. Let me see what happened with that. And then I just see like this on Twitter, it's slow mo. Just he like if this was he stepped on his ankle on the ground, like that shit was disgusting.
Yeah,
but then he just still on the floor like, yo, why is in my fucking DMs?
Yeah,
it's like fight me again. I'm like, all right, Conor, like your days are kind of over.
But what's crazy is that it really isn't over. It's just the idea that he doesn't know how to just like properly like recover. I feel like he just rushes it way too fast, and
I just think he right at this point he's gotten to a point where he's like the money guy. He's like Mayweather, where it's not even about fighting anymore. It's just him getting the check and leaving, because like money wise, Dustin Poirier won. He made $1 million off the fight. Conor McGregor lost and broke his ankle. He made $20 million off that fight. So it doesn't even really matter to him what happens. I don't think he cares about it anymore like he used to, because he got to that point where it doesn't matter to him. Back when he was broke, like, don't get me wrong, like I'm cool. Like now he's kind of getting like funny to me, but like I don't know if you've seen this on Netflix. There's a documentary of basically like when he was broke, like he filmed everything from he was broke up till now. And like watching that story, like I have respect for him and what he does. But now that he's at this point and he's kind of more like a Jake Paul type, where he's just trying to like build up fights and then just get his money and leave. It doesn't seem like he cares about the belts anymore or anything. Like he got the accolades.
I mean, yeah, you can definitely see it though, because it just doesn't seem like it's as like meaningful to him. You know, like again, like you just see it in his posture and the way he fights. You know, it just seems as if like he's just out here just to like play fight, and then obviously he's not going to want to get hit. So it's like, but for the most part, he just tries to play it out and just, it's almost like, I guess you would say like a sparring for him, and then eventually.
I think the Nate Diaz era was the last time that he genuinely cared.
Yeah.
Once they got to like Khabib and shit, where he started like talking about like his family, his religion, and he just started like pushing that shit over the top. Because back when he was trying to get 2 belts at one time and he did it. I think at that point it was just like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah. That was like his peak. Like, like no one's higher than me, right?
Yeah. Because the Jose Aldo fight was awesome. Like, he knocked him out with 1 punch, and that shit was amazing. And Nate Diaz, and he seemed invincible, but he lost to Nate Diaz. So it was like, now there was that.
Yeah, there was like he's not like unstoppable.
This new guy, Khabib, is a fucking monster. Like, he's gonna body Conor. He actually did it.
Yeah.
And now it's just like WWE style. Like, let me try and just talk enough shit so I can make money and leave.
Yeah.
I just feel like he lost the respect for the sport, or like the passion for it.
I mean, definitely after this one, I mean, like,
yeah,
definitely the respect is gone. Like I said, like it's just not working.
I just think he's losing it a little bit. Cause you heard about the thing where he punched the old guy in a bar.
I didn't.
This was like, I was probably like a year ago or something. But
Could you imagine? Like that's the thing I couldn't have ever imagined. Like me being like a boxer or some type of fighter, for me to go and put my hands on somebody else, I would just never find that fair or like.
I'm pretty sure it's technically illegal because his hands are like. I'm pretty sure like with boxers, I'm pretty sure their hands are registered as like legal weapons. So you're not. That's why they walk around with bodyguards, because they can't do anything.
Bro, you imagine that, bro? That's
badass.
That's tough as shit, bro. Yo, I got my weapons.
You see these fucking hands?
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Fuck your gun. Look at these.
Right? Yo, you might have a gun, but once you're out of ammo, it's over for you, bro. I couldn't imagine walking around just like I have weapons on me. I go to sleep, my weapons are on me. I go to the bathroom, I keep them things on me, bro. Bro, I'm eating with my weapons, bro.
Yeah, but like, so yeah, I don't know how. I think it was like a year ago. You know how? Have you seen his commercials for his whiskey?
I think so. I think I've seen it.
He's like wearing a suit. He's like, oh, proper 12.
Yeah.
Drink proper 12. Well, this old man in a bar like didn't drink it, or like he didn't like it, so he punched him. Didn't knock him out. He just punched him. Then he did that thing. Did you see the shit with I think it was the Khabib fight or before, Nate Diaz, where he got basically arrested or something when he retired like for the 5th time. He like threw like a metal chair at whoever he was fighting at the time's bus, and the glass shattered, and he like injured a bunch of people on the bus. So he was losing a little bit.
Yeah, he's a little crazy.
It's a loosey goose, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's a real thing though. Like if you like are, I guess once you really like reach like professional level, your hands are considered like.
Bro, that's
lethal
so
weapons.
awesome. I might just
Imagine it's like an MMA fighter. Like is it like your hands and your feet?
True, bro. That's insane.
Is it just your whole shit? Because you use everything.
Yeah.
I'm a walking weapon,
I'm
bitch.
a walking gun. Bro, I literally might just become a fighter just to have that, that certificate.
I'm gonna double check that because I don't know if that was. I've heard of that before, but I never like fact checked
Bro,
that.
that'd be so awesome. It's like dangerous, but at the same time, it's like, bro, that's so cool. Like, man, walking anywhere, and you're just like, bro, I got that thing on me.
Okay. So, legally speaking, they don't have to register their hands as legal weapons, but in the court of law, they could be considered that.
Bro.
So there's no like certificate. It's like, yeah, I got a license to carry for these hands.
Right. It says license to carry, and then they see under it hands.
Yeah, dumb hands.
Dumb hands. Bro, that's still awesome though.
Yeah.
It sucks for that guy though.
I know that's just like all those weird gimmicks shit. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
one, like I feel like when most people who know how to like, professional fighters like boxers and mixed martial artists, they're never really the type to like be violent though.
Yeah, because
like they're never the initial ones to be like, "Yo, I'm gonna fight you," even though they could fuck you up.
Yeah, because
They'll
they
never
know
take
they
that
know
step.
the idea of like fighting is like a proper fight of them being like in a ring. You know,
for them, they
type
respect
setting.
it, and
Yeah,
it's
you know. So it's like they're never actually trying to go out and look for a fight. You know.
And they could cause real harm. And anytime I have seen people who do study this, like or practice mixed martial arts, it's never really like they'll try to like de-escalate. They always like will submit somebody or like just restrain them, even though they could take their day out on you. They don't. So the fact that he like takes it there is a little weird.
Yeah. Never. Yeah. Yeah. It probably takes a lot to get them like upset too. Really, you know, like you said, they try to de-escalate it. So, my man's over here hitting old people.
Yeah, that's just corny. But
that's what happened to his ankle.
Why he's doing all these gimmicks and selling proper 12 that he's not enough in 12. The octagon, and he's still like one of the greats or whatever, like what he's done for the sport and like the impact he has now, that like anybody after him is going to get the bag. Like any champion or anything like that, they're going to get their money just because he raised the bar for all those people.
Yeah.
It's kind of like back then, like whatever the fuck, like a contract for Michael Jordan back then is like an average player today, and it's because he back then that was the most for that time, so he built that up for.
It's always going to keep going
people.
up. Yeah, it's always going to keep going up.
Even though those people were probably infinitely better than, or not even probably, but they were infinitely better than a lot of these players that are making the money now. It's just the money that's coming in and what they built up for the sport.
Yep.
So he's gonna be like considered as a big deal to the sport forever, which is awesome. But yeah, this shit's weird. Another something that's kind of older news now, but like I feel like we hadn't even talked about it and we should have, or like we need to bring up, is the shit. I don't know if we have. Is the shit with Sha'Carri Richardson, the woman from the Olympics, or it would have been the Olympics.
Yeah, would have.
Do you know the situation with that? Did you like fully?
What exactly?
Just her whole situation.
It was not really. I didn't see it a little bit.
So basically,
but I did see a lot about it though. Like, being like talked about.
Sha'Carri Richardson she did the Olympic trials for like the Olympics, and she basically took the world by storm for like a week because one, a lot of people would compare her to FloJo, which was like she like ran in the Olympics, but she had like lashes and like long nails and all this shit, and she broke the world record for whatever. I forgot what the meter. I think 100 meters or whatever. And in that trial, she broke the world record for it, which is awesome. So everyone's like, oh my god, like she's gonna go to the Olympics this year. She's gonna body it. We're gonna be hype as shit, and like it's awesome. So she there's a whole video that went viral, and like she ran the race, and then she's like, yo, I'm a fucking Olympian. Oh my god. And it was emotional because her mom also passed away recently, so it was a big. People were like, "Oh, this is amazing." Then, like a week later, so she tests positive for marijuana, and now she's not running in the Olympics at all.
Oh wow!
She's gonna miss this year's Olympics, period. So people were kind of outraged about it because it's fucking 2021. It's weed. It didn't make her faster, and the excuse that she gave was that she smoked weed after her mother passed away, just because of like a coping thing. And people's arguments are like, "Oh, you know that was against the rules. Like you should have been smarter about it. So like whatever." Which at this point, now thinking about it, I kind of like I get that part because if you yourself like, if I was in that position and I just know like, hey,
Like it's going to be brought
if I want to be an Olympian, I need to know like what I need to do to make sure my shit is on point. Now at the same time, I get that if you lose a parent, that's a big deal, and you might just at that point in time when you lose your mother, you might just be like, fuck all this shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go smoke some weed because I need to feel better, or like cope. So I get that part. So it's a 50-50 thing. I just hate that she's not running. I think she absolutely should run. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure if you ask everybody who was like competing against her, and they all say let her fucking run.
And I'm pretty sure even people that were going against her, like you said.
Yeah, they'd be like, yo, I wanna face her. I wanna see what she's really about.
Yeah, not even just her teammates and all that stuff like that. So. And
before we keep talking about this, I just want to say, like, I don't know if you feel the same way, but for me, out of any other sport, competitive track and field gives me fucking hype, bro.
Yeah, because you just it's like you don't. To see that, it's like you don't even see them like stop. You don't. It's like you just see like constant.
They
just
moving like fucking.
They're just
gazelles,
moving.
Bro.
They're
like
literally
deer.
just moving.
Like they be out doing hurdles, all that shit.
And like,
do you remember like what was it? Was it 2016? I think we were at your house one summer. We watched the Olympics.
I think I remember
and that shit had
exactly which one you were talking
hype.
about. Yeah, they're just moving.
Allison Felix and all these other people just bodying.
Like what's crazy is the thing too is like these people are moving at a like. It looks like from a distance, it doesn't seem like they're probably going that fast. Like to the eye, you're just like thinking it's kind of regular, but like they're moving way faster than you can even like think.
It doesn't seem that way, yeah.
Like car level type speed, and they're just like, and to think like they're just constantly going around the whole thing without like
It's even like with the NBA when you watch that, it's like, oh, like these guys don't look that tall, and it's because they're standing next to people who are 7'2".
Yeah,
they look so short, but in reality they're like 6'2". Like they're not short at all.
Yeah. Shit.
But track and field would be getting me lit, and I still want to watch this year. But now it's like, I don't know, it's getting kind of weird. Like they're not having fans because there's an outbreak in Tokyo right now for like COVID.
Oh, wow.
So like there's no fans this year, and like what's crazy is like I had seen somewhere that ad for like flights to Japan, and I was like, yo, I want to go. Like it's always been a thing we talked about, and the flights were like $200. And I was like, why are they so cheap? And I thought about it. I was like, yo, it's because the Olympics are this year, and I think I mentioned it all here.
Yeah, you did.
That it's just like whenever the Olympics happen, the country kind of goes to shit afterwards, and like because there's so many people there. Which I mean, now I guess it's not gonna happen because there's no fans. But yeah, so I didn't pull the trigger on those for that reason. And look at that, now it's like, oh, there's a COVID outbreak and there's lockdowns. Yeah. Wow. Shit pissed me off. I'm like, damn, bro. Like in 2021, you really gonna do that shit? Like. In all reality, in past Olympics, there's been like whole teams that have been caught for like doping or coke or whatever the fuck, and there's probably still people that y'all didn't catch that are going to be competing. So it's just like, why are you making such a big deal out of it?
Yeah, I can't believe it. You would think it'd be something for a drug that's probably more like,
If it was steroids, I'm like, all right, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
You out of pocket should carry, like, but you ain't do nothing like that.
She ain't nothing like that.
And
like you said, it didn't make her faster.
Yeah, and what I hate is like the people. Like I understand if you know that that these are the rules in place, that you should try to not fuck with them. Like you should try to. At the same time, though, this is how I be seeing rules. Like I follow the rules that I agree with. If I can see a point why this is a rule, I'll follow it. But if I don't, I'm not listening to whatever the fuck. I don't care if it's a rule or whatever, like law. If I don't necessarily see why it's in place, if I feel like it's pointless, I'm not gonna agree with. I'm not gonna like follow it. So for her to just kind of be like, go and do that, I don't know. I just feel like it shouldn't be. It's an outdated rule that shouldn't be a thing anymore.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's state, and I tried to like defend. I'm like, yo, like maybe she's from a state where it's legal or something, and she's not.
Victor kept trying to check all the books.
I was about to be her lawyer. I was about to like, Sha'Carri, I'm coming. Like we gonna make sure you run.
Don't worry, we getting you to the Olympics. No, yeah, I can't believe that. Honestly, it's upsetting. To break the world record too and everything like that, and to then not to be told you can't go, that'd be insane.
I'd be so hurt, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't think from what I know, I don't think she's released a statement or anything about it. She's probably just done with the whole shit. But there's like another competition I think she's gonna be okay for. I think it's like Worlds or something. I don't know. I could be wrong. So it won't be the Olympics, but there's gonna be like another track and field thing. So if she goes in there and bodies. If I'm her, I'd be angry as hell. Like I'm,
True.
Bro.
Like,
I'm
no matter
smoking,
who I'm going. Yeah,
I'm breaking my own record again.
Yeah, I'm doing it again, and I'm gonna make sure everybody doesn't even tune into the Olympics. They tune into me.
Cause it's so like it's not like it's the NBA or the NFL where it's like, oh, there's next year.
Exactly.
It's
you gotta wait
4 years,
That's
and
what I was gonna say.
And like for athletes, like aging 4 years is like an eternity.
lot,
Like your body changes a lot. You won't get that second opportunity again. At least with like other sports where it's every year, you can be like, all right, you know what? It's unfortunate, but I have next year. If I'm 21, I'll be 22 next time I compete. Now, what I think she's 21, she'll be 25 when she competes again.
Yeah.
And there can be injuries. There can be stuff that happens. She might not be the same.
There might be better people to go against. Like, not to say that like that's not something that she should try to avoid. You know, it's always best to go, I guess, you know, against the competition, actually try to fight for like your medal. But then like the idea that, like you said, she bodied this John, and who knows, it could have been just an easy walkthrough for her to get gold medals. And now next time she comes around, it might be a little bit harder, or like you said, her body just goes through changes and it just makes it difficult for her to get it. So
that's why it frustrates me so much.
Yeah. What's up with you, the Olympics?
I just hope she goes out there and whenever she gets back, or if she might even decide, I don't even do this again because y'all piss me off. Fuck you. Why am I gonna throw myself out there for y'all? Dedicate every single day of my life for the next 4 years again for y'all? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Just because I smoked a blunt. Then there's this. What was it called? She ran in the 2016 Olympics. She's from New Jersey. I forget her name. I'm really upset that I'm forgetting her name right now. Sydney McLaughlin. I got it. Boom. She ran in 2016 and she didn't do that well, but she did okay. Or like she was for like a high school student. And now she like went through her college years and she ran again. She ran this year the hurdles and she like broke the record for that.
Wow, nice.
That shit looked ridiculous. I gotta
hurdles,
show you. Hurdles. She's just flying.
Because the distance in between isn't a lot. So the idea that you have to perfectly make your step, you have to step at the right spot and jump at the right time to go and get over there. Like I always find that amazing. And their eyes are always straight. Yeah. So it's just like,
And what's crazy about both of them is that they were breaking records and like, they wouldn't look like exhausted afterwards. Like they looked like they could have ran another 50 meters.
Kept going.
That's the shit that be blowing me. Like, yo, that's disrespectful, low-key. Yeah. For you to just run that shit, be like, all right, let's go. What's up? That's it.
Let's go. Like, that's it. Shit.
Yeah. Then it was the other day, Italy won like the Euro Cup or some shit. I didn't really watch any of that, but
no, yeah, I didn't watch it. I was like confused at first too because I seen a bunch of shit, but I kept seeing shit for like England and Italy, and I was like, wait, which one won? Like
they were playing each other that day.
Yeah, I know they were playing each other, but I just was confused as to who won because I swear I saw shit for let's go England, and I'm like, okay, so England, what's the one? And I'm like, see something for Italy, and I'm like, wait, so Italy won? And I'm like, I got confused, but yeah, I know that Italy won. So yeah. That was like pretty big though for a lot of people though, you know, to see those two go against each other.
I didn't get to watch it, but I did watch Luca though. That Pixar movie with the fish. It's like a new Disney movie.
Yeah,
cute movie.
I was told that somebody I know said that they watched that. And I was like, damn, yeah. I was gonna actually go and watch that.
It's on Disney Plus. Cute little movie. So I did something for Italy. There you go. I'm not Italian at all, but there you go.
I watched Luca for you. All right.
It was a fucking good movie. What do you want me to say?
I didn't watch you play, but I watched the movie.
But this past week, did you see like the first African American person, but it was a girl. She won the first spelling bee, the first spelling bee for an African American person.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
she's a fucking badass, bro.
Yeah, she's
13.
She doesn't just spell, spell. Yeah, she does a lot of other shit too with basketball and all that.
Supposedly she's 13 years old. She just won the first African American person to win the spelling bee, the national spelling bee, and she holds like 2 or 3 Guinness World Records. And she's nasty at basketball. She's 13, bro. What was we doing at 13?
I was on Call of Duty.
Yeah,
I was on Call of Duty.
She's out here balling. She's cool as shit. Her name's Zayla or Zayla. I'm gonna just go with Zayla. Zayla Avant-Garde. Her name's badass too.
Yeah, that last name hits.
That shit hit different.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, congrats to her, man.
I love.
I didn't even realize she had 3 freaking world records.
Yeah, I heard that somewhere. But it was for basketball, like for dribbling or some shit.
Okay.
Then there's. But yeah, did I dream this or did I see this? She was like on a unicycle dribbling or some shit or a bike.
It could have been that. I do know that she was doing a lot of different shit though, with like testing her dribbling and shit like that.
Yeah, but I don't know if this was a dream. I'm gonna check Twitter real quick.
What's funny is that though, I feel like I can see that. So
yeah, like.
It's not like it's not like impossible to see that.
Yeah, there's a video of her just like getting dirty with the fucking basketball. But like, yup, look at this shit, bro.
Yeah.
She's on a fucking unicycle. I don't know if you can see this back home.
The switch, yeah. But she's doing other shit now. She's in her room, I believe.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
And that's not even the same ball. It's like
she got the basketball, and then she got like little ping pong
Yeah.
balls, and that the hand-eye dexterity, like coordination and dexterity you needed. Look at this shit, bro.
Yo, her mom probably mad as shit though. I don't know when she was doing that.
She got a whole 3-pointer rack on the side of her room.
I know, bro.
Nah, with a kid like that, if you know she's that nasty, you just let them rock out.
I know, but I'm just thinking the idea of like the beforehand when it first started.
Look at that shit, bro.
Yeah,
And
now
look at the
she's
trophy in the
balancing herself,
background
yeah.
next to the TV.
Yeah, she's balancing herself now. That's insane.
Yeah. She's an 8th grader. She's probably one of them people that, I mean.
We was getting our teachers mad in 8th grade.
Yeah, like, it's just those type of people that, like, they find one thing and they kind of get, like, obsessed with it. And they get so good at it to a point, they're like, all right, what's next?
Yeah, and a lot of times it really comes from, sometimes really, but yeah, like with parents too. Like, you know, like, 'cause a lot of times parents might be like, you know, like I said, with me, like, it'll be like, oh, like, cut that noise down. Or, you know, like, oh, why don't you go do something else or something like, you know. But sometimes parents just like, they don't care. They'll let them keep doing it. And then, like, you wouldn't think, like, okay, my daughter's over here dribbling freaking basketballs and all this shit, and now like she's over here breaking world records, and now she's like doing all this other shit, and it's all because you just didn't decide to say, oh, like do something else, or oh, cut the, like, you know, stop making so much noise, or whatever it is.
Parents supporting what their kids want to do.
Yeah.
Who would have thought
Yeah.
that it would lead to success, that if you let your kid do what they want to do,
Yeah.
that they're going to be really good at it.
Yeah, because it really just be the things that you wouldn't think of, you know, like, yeah, you can see that really because it has to do really with like basketball and stuff like that. So it's like a lot of times, you know, you can see somebody doing something with like basketball, but who knows? Maybe it might be some other like weird shit, like some other bouncing like a top, or who knows, anything. And you just, you know, it's a world record breaker or something like that.
She even, like, they interviewed her, I think, and she was just kind of like, oh yeah, spelling is just kind of like a side thing for me. I do a bunch of other stuff too. Like, what a fucking flex. If that's my daughter, I'm like, yo, come here, bro.
Come here.
That shit was hard, bro.
It's a side job.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do
You ain't
that.
have to- you ain't have to flex on 'em
You
like
didn't have to do that. Okay.
She said, I do this shit when I'm bored. Fuck you mean?
I just look up words and just hear it once and I spell it right. You
Yeah.
know? It's just easy for me.
The last word she won on wasn't even that, like, crazy. It was like Mariah. But it wasn't spelled like Mariah Carey or
Yeah.
nothing. It was like something else. But, like, I don't know. I probably would have got it wrong because I didn't know there was different forms of Mariah. But I don't know. I'm used to, like, them winning, like, off of iridocyclitis, you know,
Iridocyclitis.
and just confetti falling down and shit.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched the spelling bee?
I think I have watched it like a couple times before.
I've
Like,
never-
not like longly, but just like seen it.
It never happens on purpose. I just be like bored as shit one day at home watching ESPN, and that shit will
sometimes
come up.
it just
I'm
pops
like,
up.
oh, bet. Let's see what the fuck. Let's see if they're smarter than me.
Right.
And they are every time.
Bro, that's their life. Yeah, sometimes they just be in their room just looking up words. I could never though. Like, I don't know. It's just the attention span of just trying to constantly just look at words and try to spell them.
We were struggling in middle school
Exactly.
with them short ass pieces of paper. They probably have to study like the dictionary. Like everything's on the table.
Bro, we had them it was like 4 pages.
Yeah.
Of words.
And then it's like we even talked about that before when we were talking about like those kid cooking shows. But it's like these are with those for the most part. I guess what I would guess is like those parents for the spelling bee is kind of like it's like you better fucking spell that shit right. I'm gonna fuck you up when you get home. Like it's like you don't better not ruin this for us. You don't have dinner tonight.
Yeah, you don't have dinner, right? This is what's getting you dinner. You better fucking get it.
Get in the room and spell.
No time outside.
Go in the basement and do spelling words 10,000 times.
You're on punishment. No spelling for a week. No.
I hate you.
Right? Oh man. But that's amazing though, to be that age and do all that.
Fucking gangster.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm getting kind of hungry, Mark. So where can they find you?
Find me Instagram at ETC Marky Mark, Twitter Marky Mark, Twitch MC Marky Mark, Victor, where can they see? I can't even spell or say words, you know. Victor, where can they find you and ETC at?
They can
spell
that. E-T.
Can you use it in a sentence?
No,
God.
Find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, all platforms at ETC Victor. Same for.
Go ahead, spell the email, Victor.
Okay. Find etc. at real etc. and the Gmail or the email is real.etc@gmail.com. That is real.etcetera.com or at gmail at gmail.com com.
Dot D-O-T C-O-M.
Anything you want to tell them before we get out of here, Mark?
No, really. No. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see y'all next time. Peace out.
Bye.